someone to wake me up. Tell me that this is all just a dream. I'm still waiting for a different sign, waiting for someone to take me away, get these thoughts off my mind. As I wait, thinking of you, hoping that you are thinking of me too. I cannot sleep without you by me, and I miss you, I miss you, I miss you.
Hi, Porscha.
Hi, how you guys doing?
Doing good. How you doing today, Porscha?
I'm doing okay, hanging in there.
That's all we could do is just hang in there, right? That's good. So how's your day been? How's your day going so far?
It's going, but I finally, like I said, got out of the relationship that I was in for so long. So right now it's a little tough, but I'm gonna get through it.
Yes, you will.
16 years. I'm gonna say the drugs happened, and it's more so on my part because he was like kind of always on something, and everything happens for a reason because I was learning to love hard and to always stand by your man, so I have done so, and I always found excuses to do so, but these drugs hurted our relationship, but also helped me see things that I probably would have never seen if I was never on them.
Like, what are some things?
More so the selfishness. I was always like the provider, and you know the drug took a lot of control. And when it was time for me to fall back onto him to support some things, he would make up excuses. And, you know, I would have never seen that or had that so if I was never on drugs. Yeah, so that was mostly it.
Yeah, drugs definitely are the devil, right?
Yeah.
Deceive people, trick your mind into...
Absolutely. It's the beginning of the end. Like, there's no good behind it, and you know the world isn't a good place as is. So we look for things to get us through or get us by, and drugs, it get us through, but it doesn't get us by. And like, it's other things and other people. So if you ever are thinking about using a drug or someone's influencing you to use a drug, it's not what they think it is, and it won't be what you think it is as well. It's an addiction instead of a disease.
Absolutely. So Porscha, today we got you back in front of the camera, and we're reading AML family member questions that they'll want to know. So the ball is on you.
All right. The first question I'm going to read is from Kitty Candy. What is one thing you wish people understood about you? And right now, what I would love for people to understand is that this is not me. This is the drug me. And even like with arguments, like sometimes I argue because I want to get high, or
Demon trim, sorry, Porscha.
And the second question is going to be, if you could, this is from Joanne Kerr. If you could say one thing to your childhood self, what would you say? If I could say one thing to my childhood self, it would be that learn to love yourself first. That my mother loves me and that my father loves me. And you might not understand your mother, and you're not going to until you go through certain things in life. And the reason is behind I say that is because as a child, or I'm going to say, like when I was in my preteens to teenagers, my mom was basically finding herself, and I felt like a lot of neglect in certain areas that, she showed, like, her boyfriend more love than me, and she neglected to love me. And my father, he left at an early age, but he was going through his own things as well, and that he always loved me. And I looked for love in the wrong places, so I'm gonna tell the old me, the younger me, is to love myself first. Gretchen Stewart, do you blame the person who introduced you to these drugs? I was an adult at the moment. I took these drugs, so and I kind of was looking for something to make me and my boyfriend at the time, like, you know, relate and closer, like, so I don't blame that person, because if it wasn't that, it would have been something else. And you know, I hated that I had to, my body tended to these drugs, and I needed the drugs for my body to be well. But everything happens for a reason, like I said, and I've learned some things about myself, so no. Okay, this is from Kimmy Orchard Clay. What pain do you experience or have you experienced in your life? A lot of pain is that I felt abandoned, and not purposely. Like, my family always looked at me to be, and like, you know, the good child, and the child that's gonna have everything together, and like, she gets good grades, she's so wonderful, you know. And I felt like I couldn't let them down, because, you know, my siblings who was going through things at the moment, like, I put a lot of that on my back, and I did that young, and I felt like I couldn't hurt, or I couldn't go through something and talk to them or make a mistake and let them know, because I was always supposed to be the good child, the golden child. So never look at the child that's doing so good, and not, like, don't just expect that they're okay and things are going to be okay, because even with the education, like, and the things that I know, people would look past that I need help too, you know, and that I'm going through depression at the moment, or I'm sad and stuff like that, which led me to drugs. Okay, and the last question. The name is Giving Them Something to Talk About, and it's, what do you miss most about the sober life? And I want to say that it's me that I miss. I miss my flaws. I miss mostly my insecurities, and thinking and taking for granted just waking up and watching TV, eating cereal, and going to the park. Because when you're on drugs, like, drugs run your life, and there's very seldom moment where even when you're sober, you're thinking about participating in life themes. Like, I completely got off the internet, off of social media, and that was due to embarrassment. Like, I didn't want people to see me going up and down, and, you know, someone say something I don't like and just not react right. Like, drugs control you. And if I'm sober, I mean, if I got the drug, then I'm thinking about how can I get the drug next, or what I'm going to do. But me and all my insecurities, I miss, like, it's nothing no one can tell me now. Like, I've learned to love myself through this time, and learned to love my flaws, and seeing worse people doing worse, and seeing people doing better, just learn judgment. But I miss the old me. And that sums up the questions.
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you so much, Porscha, for, replying back to the AML family because they want to know things about you.
Well, I'm already to the point where I'm just over this and I'm ready to go seek some help. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna help. Like, I think people sometimes forget to come back and share their stories. Because some people, I've met a lot of people who overcame this drug, and I met them at the time saying they will never give this drug up. And they forget to come back. They forget to talk to their friends that they used to hang out with every day. So I've already seen that I'm connected and that I was put to do this for a reason, and I'm gonna help. I wish I could help now, but I have to help myself. So yeah, I'll definitely try to give it back.
That's great. That's great to hear that, Porscha, that you want to fight to get your life back. And when people saw your video, they was like, oh my God, she is so beautiful. If she get clean, she could be a model. You know, they love your style of fashion. They was very impressed with you. So Porscha, if you stop using drugs, how is your life going to be when you stop using drugs?
I feel like I'll be blessed, and I feel like I stop a lot of my blessings, and I feel like I'll be able to walk on the right path and be able to find my true self, and that's what I'm here to do. Drugs is no doubt stopping that for me to reach that goal. It might be enlightening me for certain things, but there's no way I can keep using drugs and expect that and expect the gift. Like, so I'll be closer to God. I'll be closer to God, and that's what I want to do, because during nights where there's no one, He's always there.
Amen.
So I'm going to be there when I'm doing good and not just bad, and sometimes we forget.
So Porscha, let's do a scale thing. We almost done. Let's do a scale thing from 0 to 100 real quick, all right? Where 0 is Porscha is not ready at all, and 100, Porscha is ready to go today. She's hyped to get her life back. How ready are you to get clean? What number can you give us?
I'm going to say a 92.
That's awesome, Porscha. Why didn't you give a lower number?
Because I know, like, I feel it. It's coming. And everything that's been happening lately is just preparing me to do so.
92. Why not 100?
100 is because I'm not going today. You know, I didn't put a date yet. So, I mean, I can set up a date for myself.
Awesome. And you know, we're here for you. Whenever you're ready, you want to do this, you need support. That's what we're all about on this channel, is, compassion and support to let you know, you're not alone. Okay, so that's great, Porscha. Guys, you hear that? Porscha is finally about to step into the light. We'll keep on praying for her,
Please pray. Please pray for me.
Please pray for her. God work wonders, and she have hope and empathy, and that's what I like about her, and she's very creative. So Porscha, what type of person would you like to be?
I always felt like I wanted to just be a counselor. Like, I wanted to be like a therapist. The mind always intrigued me. I love children. If not a therapist, I wanted to be a nurse delivering babies. I love cooking. I wanted to cook for people and get food out to people who couldn't afford it. I just want to have a life to say where, I help people,
Beautiful. Excellent, Porscha. Wish you all the best, girl. You can do this. I know you can. So Porscha, we're gonna play a little game and then we done, okay?
Okay.
Now this one is called riddle.
Okay.
So it goes like this. I'm gonna say riddle, riddle, and then you're gonna say riddle, okay?
Okay.
So let's practice riddle, riddle.
Riddle.
So we're gonna do 3 riddles and we're gonna see if Porscha knocked them out. If she don't, it's still all good. She tried. Riddle, riddle.
Riddle.
What question can you never answer yes to?
I can never answer yes to, do you want to go to rehab today?
Well, you try, but the answer was. So let's go again, Porscha. Riddle, riddle.
Ah, so gotcha.
Riddle, riddle.
Riddle.
Okay. What is always in front of you, but can't be seen? It's in front of you, but you can't see it.
Is it the wind, the air, time?
Well, that's a good one, but the answer was the future.
Ah,
Riddle, riddle.
riddle.
You see a boat filled with people, yet there isn't a single person on board. How is that possible? You see a boat filled with people, yet there isn't a single person on board. How is that possible?
I'm on a boat.
Porscha is so funny. Is that your answer, Porscha?
Yeah.
Okay, so she said that's her answer. She's on a boat. Well, the correct answer was everybody are married.
Ah, you can't see one single person.
There you
That
go.
is funny.
Porscha tried, guys. We'll test her one more time again another day and see how well she do. But thank you so much for playing the riddle game, Porscha. I really appreciate it. AML family, thank you so much for watching this video. We just want to do a little update with the lovely Porscha to, find out how she's doing. We interviewed her 6 days ago, but I just wanted her to reply to you guys and, show some love back to you, all right? So Porscha, we're going to stay in this journey. I'm going to stay on this journey with you. Hopefully, it will be a beautiful ending to your story. Wish you all the best. AML family, it's time for us to roll out, guys. So remember, don't be bitter, be better. And we out there. Peace out.